Hello everyone, Ashleigh here. Before we get into this week's episode, there is something very important that we have to talk about. This is of course the Black Lives Matter movement that I'm sure all of you have heard about. Our entire team is in full support of the entire movement. We have decided not to talk too much about it in this episode, as we are all three white people who cannot talk about this subject with any authority, and we didn't want to shout over the black voices or spread misinformation. Make no mistake, we truly believe that Black Lives Matter. We hope we've made the correct decision with not trying to fit this through our lens. I hope everyone is staying safe, and if possible, please donate to your local Black Lives Matter movement and get involved with your community. Racism is a blight, and we can only cut it back together. With that very important message out of the way, we hope you can enjoy this week's episode. Hello, citizens of the internet, and welcome back to Blank Block, a comedy podcast by three 20-somethings who have fallen into the void and simply just cannot get back up. I am Ashleigh Maligan, and today I am joined by Cameron Bloomer.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And Seraphina Buick.
Yeehaw!
Yee.
Yee.
Oh, are
Good.
we cowboys this week? Last week we were sailors, this week we're cowboys.
Yeah.
Every
Yeehaw.
week.
In the
Is a
Navy.
new- Yeah, every week is a new village person.
We're going to run out of village people.
Let's not be the police. I'd say.
Yeah, we'll avoid the police.
Yeah, we'll avoid the police.
In the immortal
Anyway.
words of a rapper that I cannot remember the name of right now, fuck the police.
But aren't
Coming
cowboys
straight from the underground.
kind of like?
They're rogue.
No, but they have like those little sheriff like, towns.
Hey,
and they've
little
got-
lady, let me tell you something. It's a lawless land out here in the West.
I mean, the sheriffs were the racist whites who would kill the gay black cowboys.
Oh no, Little Nas.
Lil Nas X is what we need as a world right now.
Yes.
We need gay cowboy.
He makes fantastic music.
It just makes me like, I'm like, I have a good time listening to his music, even though as a person who listens to more alternative music,
Who listens to lo-fi beats to chill and study to?
Lil Nas, his music is just, it really hits me in the spot, and I'm like, you know what? Shut up, Cameron. Don't act like it doesn't hit you in that spot too.
It really does. It hit me in that spot.
I feel like you guys are listening to music in the wrong way.
Where do you put your earbuds?
On my
In my
ass,
ears.
of course.
Guys, have you been working hard or have you been hardly working?
I've been working incredibly hard this week.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I have been editing, recording. I have developed an entire tabletop role-playing game system in pretty much one night. Drank some
Valid.
beer. Yeah, you drink like 4 beers while playing a D&D game with your friends. You realise what you hate about D&D, and then you go and improve it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What do you hate about D&D?
The skill system. It's just, and like how every character ends up just being the exact same, and you're penalised for being more dexterous and strong if you're a fighter, even though like you would think strength would be a whole thing. It's just a whole thing. You know, like I love D&D, don't get me wrong, but
Do you think they
options
gave
for
up?
character creation are just so limited.
Do you think they just said, yeah, good enough, and that was it?
Well, no, I mean, they're on their 5th edition, so I imagine they probably thought about this quite a lot. I'm specifically talking about D&D 5e as well. I think 3.5 had a lot more options for character creation.
Ooh, shout out to 3.5 D&D.
Shout out to 3.5.
Shout
You
out.
never
3.5
will.
anything. 3.5 is the perfect number.
It makes 7, and that's my lucky number.
So it's half the man it could be.
My lucky
Yeah.
number is 69.
Very
Of
nice.
course
Very
it
nice.
is.
You guys know what my favorite number is? It's not fun. It's a boring fact. My favorite number is 40 because if you spell it out, it's in alphabetical order, and it's the only number that's true for.
That's kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. And that's
It's pretty lame,
where the,
actually.
And yeah, well, that's where the fun ends. That's the thing. This is the end of my bit now.
Where the fun begins, where 40 begins, the fun ends.
Yeah, just like life.
Well, have you been like working hard or hardy working then, Cameron?
So last week I said that I kind of not been working very hard. This week I've been doing even more of that. I've been working harder at not working. Although I took my car to get some new tires this week. I paid my car tax. It's just been a lot of car stuff, really. I've been
You've been doing admin work, you know.
Yeah, I've been adminning. It's been okay. You know, I've been trying to organise getting a piano, which has been a whole fiasco.
A little bit of a disaster.
It's all going well. There's worse piano disasters. I've seen a fair few films in my day. Pianos tend to get dropped on people's heads. Thankfully, it's not that kind of piano disaster.
I love that in cartoons. Just when someone's just walking down the street and there's a piano. Like, how many people in America are hoisting pianos up through their like third or fourth floor window?
I guess it was really popular, but then they ran out of pianos eventually. So
yeah, if they keep dropping them, you know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe it
here's the
happened
thing,
like
though.
once.
Well, I think that the whole gag was made from the concept of the sound of a piano smashing. Like, isn't that powerful?
Oh, we love
like,
Foley music stuff.
Exactly. We love a bit of Foley.
A piano being dropped on the ground does sound like mint, though.
Exactly. That's I think the origin of that scenario is just it kind of stems from the noise that a piano do make. It's compelling. And this is the music art that I bring to this podcast.
That's how you created the intro song for this. You just threw your music software down the stairs, and that's what came out.
And it came out beautiful.
You too can make music. Just throw your very expensive equipment down some stairs. It will work. We promise you.
It's like in the Cat in the Hat movie where he puts the ketchup in that thing and it makes cookies. What is it? Does anybody remember that film?
Yeah,
the Michael Myers one.
The Michael Myers one where he's like a Scottish chef at that one point.
Cuts his own
speaking
tail.
of chef, by the way, Sarah, you really confused me the other day when you sent me chef piss. Because I sent you a bit of music and I was like, I made this, and you were like, I love it. It's chef piss, and I was like, I have no idea what that means, and I was telling Nat about it because I was so fucking confused, and then she was like, I think she means chef kiss, and I was like, oh, that makes sense, because I was like, why is Sarah talking about chef piss?
It's what Seraphina's into.
Yeah.
Hello, Seraphina's mum.
Chef's piss. Hi, mummy. Mummy.
Mother.
Seraphina, you've been working hard or hardly working?
Not working at all.
You can always tell if it's hardly working or working hard, because if it's working hard, you come straight out with it. If it's hardly working, there's like a large build up to nothing.
It's like, look, I'm not lazy, but like, I haven't done nothing. All right, leave me be.
I'm a high functioning lazy person.
I've kind of done nothing. I did yeah. I've got nothing actually. Well, I made some of the artwork for our Now series that is on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks so cool. I like how in it you look like you're about to conduct an intervention with me. That's
about right.
Yeah.
It's fitting.
So go check that out at Big Tin Media YouTube channel. I don't know.
Yeah, if you're not already there.
I guess we've never really spoken about the fact that we're trying to create a company out of this, like Big Tin Media.
Big Tin Media.
Yeah, and then our pork products side hustle is Pig Tin Media.
Yes.
And
then the beef.
And the chicken, and most importantly, the prawn.
Well, I see. I was trying to make like a beef segue, for our friend Ashleigh Malikan.
Oh,
I've
it's
just ruined
not
the
me who
segue.
has beef today. And
Oh.
also, we have an order to things. So I'm going to
I'm
ask you
sorry.
guys a question from my
Oh, stop.
brand new favourite website.
I'm a bit of a maverick. I
are.
I just skip all around the place.
You know what? You know what I got beef with? You know what I got beef with?
Me.
All right. Anyway.
That was an uncomfortably long silence. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, tell me about your thing.
So I've been noodling about on my favourite website, conversationstartersworld.com.
Hell yeah.
Which, by the way, I have a fun story about. I was out having an appropriately socially distanced walk with a friend a couple days ago, and we were sat in a field, and she was like, "Hey, I have a would you rather question," and she pulls something up on her phone. I'm like, "I know that website." She was using conversationstartersworld.com.
Are you kidding me?
No, they have 250 would you rather questions, and we went through about 190 of them.
Oh my god. So it's catching.
Yeah, it's a fantastic website, and everybody should check it out. We are not sponsored, but conversationstartersworld.com.
Yeah.
We're open. We are looking to sell out as soon as possible. Here's the question for you guys, though. Which protagonist from a book or movie would make the worst roommate?
Probably like Voldemort.
So is it a fiction?
Or someone,
Is it
I don't
fictional?
know.
Book or movie, so I suppose let's go for fictional ones. Also protagonist.
Because I was
Seraphina.
gonna say
Oh.
Hitler.
I mean, Hitler would make a terrible roommate, yes. But also, like, in what fucking book or movie is Hitler the protagonist, other than Mein Kampf?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Mein Kampf. You know. Here's the thing. You know, I don't read, so like I don't even. I
Movie.
I don't know.
You don't need to
Oh
read
yeah,
a movie.
I do watch a movie.
I mean, it's got to be the
How
guy
would you
from The
des-
Lighthouse.
Willem Dafoe from The
Yeah.
Lighthouse.
Or Robert Pattinson from The Lighthouse.
He just masturbates on everything.
That would be a terrible roommate.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Larry, I've really, like, come on, man. Come on. No, I mean, stop coming on my things. And just, like, seriously.
Larry, come here. No, that's not what I meant.
No, Larry, please.
I'm trying to think. My guy, like
Would it be easier to work backwards? So if we think of like what an awful roommate like is, and then we find
Ooh.
the like protagonist that fits that
Ooh.
the best.
Ooh. What makes a bad roommate?
But they're not normally protagonists though. They're normally not the villains.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm sorry. Like, Katniss Everdeen would be a terrible roommate because
She would
you
be.
know that she wouldn't be able to pay her half of the rent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So anybody poor, just
So,
the worst.
ugh, poor people. No, like, okay, so somebody who has no fiscal responsibility, they have a sleep schedule that is the opposite of yours, and don't
Okay.
respect your sleep.
So
they leave-
loud night dwellers.
Or, for me, a loud day dweller.
Wait, Ashley, would you be the worst roommate for me?
No, because I'm quiet.
Okay,
I'm like,
I would
I'm
be
like
the
a
worst roommate
ghost.
for you.
You wouldn't even know that I was around. Like, we would bump into each other at, like... Because I go to bed at, like, 4 in the morning because I have a healthy sleep schedule.
I think Harry Potter would be a good roommate because he wouldn't
Good
need much
roommate.
room. He wouldn't need much room, would he?
I think
And-
the whole
Why?
point
Okay.
of those books were that it's bad to keep a child locked in a cupboard.
No, but he's not a child anymore.
I don't know why Seraphina's locking children in cupboards all of a sudden.
And also, the question isn't good, it's bad.
Yeah. So Seraphina, you've completely like answered the opposite of what we wanted.
Seraphina is apparently the world's worst roommate because you would ask her to do something and she would do the exact opposite. It's like, hey, could you wash the dishes? And she'd go and, like, shit on them.
Shit on the
Yeah.
dishes.
I'm trying to think of like what was like the similar characters of my previous roommates.
I mean, we're just currently working out what makes a bad roommate. So fiscally irresponsible,
Yep.
doesn't respect when you are asleep if your schedules don't line up.
Yeah. Just
leaves
like doesn't
mess
clean
everywhere.
up. Yeah.
Are loud, put mud on the walls, call you names, make a voodoo doll out of you.
Out of your
Are these
entire
all
self.
things that you? Are you just like? Is this a real thing that happened to
Yeah.
you, Seraphina?
Did you live with a talking monkey who smeared shit on the walls and
Yes.
also made voodoo dolls all the time?
Yes,
Wait,
and you
Aladdin.
two met him.
Aladdin would be the worst. Not
Aladdin.
Aladdin. Not Aladdin, sorry, Tarzan.
Here's the thing, though. Tarzan, they are completely different characters. Disney movies, they're all the same. Am I right?
No. I think Simba would be really bad because he's a lion.
Okay, I mean, that's
Okay.
just going beyond the pale. It would obviously be like a humanified version of Simba, which, according to the
Yeah.
internet, would just make him a white twink.
white?
We've all seen the pictures.
Yeah.
Is Simba white?
Simba white?
You whitewashing Simba?
Simba white?
I'm not personally whitewashing Simba, but the internet does. And we know this
The
for a
internet
fact.
do that.
The internet loves to whitewash characters.
I would hate to have a room share a room with.
You need to have an end to your sentence
Yeah,
before you
don't
start talking,
start.
Serafina.
No,
Don't
no,
start
I was-
talking before
I
you
was
can finish
thinking-
talking.
I was thinking that I would hate
I
to
was
share a room
thinking.
with Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan because he can get well big. And what if I want my deposit back?
That's
Okay.
fair. However, you could, if like there were titans in the real world, perhaps there would be insurance that landlords or yourself could take out that would protect against titan attacks.
No, but he would just be like, I'm angry. I'm gonna break the walls.
Yeah, he's a little bitch, ain't he? Really?
Yeah.
What a fucking little wank.
In the news, the last final season of Attack on Titan has been aired, and the trailer looks very interesting, which I thought I wouldn't say because I got in the Attack on Titan hype when it first came out, and then died down, and then all of a sudden it's like, yo, what's happening? Why? What? You
From
know?
what I'm aware, Attack on Titan is an incredibly racist allegory for a minority group of people.
Oh,
All I know is that they have the sex with the bees and the eagles.
what?
What?
Having
I-
the sex with the bees and the eagles.
Oh,
okay,
huh,
that makes
huh,
sense.
huh.
Those are sex noises.
Yeah. Bees
Right.
and eagles. Oh, yeah.
So
I don't know.
I think the answer is Seraphina.
No, actually, you know what? I think the answer is every protagonist ever.
Yeah, okay,
Because they're always getting involved in shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they're having people show up at your door, like, fucking knocking on the door, being like, hello, we're looking for insert protagonist here. We're going to kill them. And you're like, they're not here. And they're like, we're going to have a look through your house anyway. They always
Yeah.
have some weird power or, like, destiny. And if you're fucking off to go do your, like, destiny, your room's going to be empty. No one's paying the fucking rent.
yeah.
Am I supposed to take up the slack while you're off on a quest? I don't think so. Bring me along on the quest.
Well, here's the thing. I feel like you're just
What about
describing
Batman?
Sherlock and Watson.
What about Batman?
I know, but here's the thing. I like the fact that Batman has fallen on such hard times as a millionaire that he has to like share accommodation.
Yeah.
I like the idea of billionaires losing their wealth.
I do love the idea of redistributing the billionaire's wealth, yeah. I think also the problem with Batman is, like, most of your house would just be his Batcave, which is just an advanced man cave.
Ew.
It's just like, hey, this is where me and the boys watch sports and drink beer, but instead of that, it would just be, this is where I dress up as a animal and then watch people do crime, then go punch crime.
The fairies got some ideas from Batman.
I
Wait, do fairies
unironically
go
love
around
fairies.
punching criminals?
I hope they
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Honest-
I hope they do.
Honestly, furries not bad.
Furries
gonna
not
say it.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
This
the hard
podcast
stance.
is in support of furries.
It is
If
instant.
And I do mean
if
that
I-
sincerely.
I mean, I know if I was an animal, I'd be a cat. That's my thing.
Okay.
Like,
That's
I
it.
know.
Well done.
Okay. What would everyone's personas be?
Okay,
Cat.
it's quite basic, and I've said this before. I think I've even said this to you, Ash. My persona is just a dog. Of course it's a dog. It's basic, but like,
Yeah.
You're both so basic with your personas. Have some fun with it.
But I'm
okay.
a cat.
I would be a naked mole rat, and I'd scratch around in the dirt and eat worms.
Hey, you can do that. No one is stopping you. You can just take off all of your clothes and go and just writhe in the
I
mud.
could be a mole person.
we could all be more people. I would be a March hare, by the way. Like a hare.
My life
like
was changed. Oh, that makes so much sense.
I just
My life was changed forever when Ashleigh Maligan told me that I can get naked and roll around in the dirt.
There's no pop-ups from the universe. You know, like when you do something wrong on the computer and it's like, oh, don't want to do that, bud. But like, the universe just lets you do stuff. I could like just bite into my mug right now. I could just start eating ceramic and nothing would stop me.
Oh, your teeth.
I'm an adult. I can bite. I can eat China.
I can bite.
I can eat China.
Like the entire country of China, because that would take a while. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of dirt.
Munch.
Like just the
I
ground.
will vor China.
Oh yeah, you know.
Stand back.
I'm gonna open my mouth real big and wide. I'm just gonna the entire of China.
Lockjaw around China.
I'm gonna start a Facebook group.
We sound like a Trump tweet right now.
I'm going to eat China.
I'm gonna put my big teeth around China and I'm just gonna bite and not let go.
My big strong American teeth, the best.
American dentistry is the best dentistry in the world. And I'm a horrific racist and hate everybody in my own country.
I like that we were able to do our terrible Trump impressions. Thank you.
Can I send you guys a screenshot of what some American person, I will not give the obviously the person's name, but they messaged me on Twitter telling me to speak English, which I'm gonna send you guys the message.
Okay.
Will
this translate via podcast, or should we read it out? Okay. Can I be the racist American? Okay, I'm gonna say, stop speaking your dirty language, foreigner.
Lomo, okay.
You are not funny.
I think you're pretty funny though. Sad face.
Go back to your country.
I'm already in my country though.
Get out of this fine country we call USA.
You are barking up the wrong tree. I live in the UK, Lomo.
I like you're barking up the wrong tree.
That might be the most British phrase you've ever used. Just like,
Very good.
excuse me, mate. Excuse me, governor. You are barking up the wrong tree. Trust me. I live in England. You fucking.
So good.
I feel
Sorry,
like here's the
So
thing.
then I
He's
blocked
obviously a
them.
horrific racist, and that's
Yeah.
not on because racism is a blight on the world. And
It's a disease.
he did get one thing right. You are a foreigner.
I am.
He
You
actually
are
he
a
got two
foreign
things
national.
right. He got it right when he said that you are not funny.
That is also true.
It's very funny. It's very good. Thank you for bringing this to us, Seraphina.
No.
Why? Okay, but why did they think that you were, first of all, in America, and second of all, not like the whitest person?
I don't know. I it's because I wrote a tweet in French to a French band that I like, because I'm trying to get better at my French, as it is.
Oui, oui.
And obviously this person saw that and were like, I don't understand this. So
Oh
I'm
my
gonna call you out.
gosh, are you
But the
kidding
thing is,
me?
they didn't even follow me, so I was like, how did you find me?
That's so funny, man.
But I just find it funny.
I mean, according to Americans, everyone lives in America.
That's true.
But then everyone shouldn't live in America.
No, only Americans should live in America, but everyone lives in America currently. That's,
Nice.
90% of white America's belief system.
As a white American, I take offense. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh wait.
That was karma for you about
My-
to do
yeah.
that bit.
Yeah, my
And can I just say to anyone
Universe.
who is American that's listening, we're allowed to make fun of American because Cameron is America.
I am America. This is America. I don't feel like America is oppressed, so we can just like joke on it anyway.
Americans,
We can
if
punch
you're
up.
listening to this, sort your fucking shit out, mate. Come on.
Hey,
Yeah.
also UK if you're listening to this.
Everyone, if you're
fucking shit
listening to this.
I
Sort
feel
of
like,
shit.
as far as I know, the Netherlands aren't doing anything wrong at the moment. I'm probably
Well,
wrong,
like,
though.
the Nordic way.
They really hate German people, but apart from that, I don't know
doesn't?
anything.
Yeah, that's valid. They did start 2 world wars.
Yeah, it's
They're
more
real
of, like,
sorry about it, though.
They kind of infested like their river waters and like fucking pissed off at the German people now.
They pissed in their rivers.
They piss in our water.
The fact that you just said infested does sound like if you go to the Netherlands and you look in any of the canals, there's just like hundreds of German people just like, yeah.
Just water people.
Guten Tag.
Water Germans.
Water German. You're just gonna get dysentery.
Here's the thing: everyone hates the UK in Europe. Like,
Oh yeah.
we've never won.
Have you watched Eurovision?
Well, here's the thing as well: we don't deserve to win Eurovision because all of our Eurovision music is trash.
Oh god, yeah.
It's always
The
like a
most
really
boring people.
uncomfortably sweaty man doing
Yes.
like a terrible song, or it's a group of people dressed up as air hostesses singing about flying around. Or one year was the fast food song. Was that our McDonald's?
That
McDonald's.
was
Kentucky
not
Fried
our
Chicken and Pizza Hut.
Eurovision song.
No, but I'm pretty sure the band, like,
I don't know.
or like here's the thing: I don't watch Eurovision. I did watch one a few years ago with
Why
when it was
can't-
in Israel.
I just
Oh,
don't know why we
yeah.
can't get all like dressed up in gimp suits like the rest of Europe when Eurovision rolls around.
Yeah.
Like, why do
I
we have to
just-
be the ones that show up in like our chinos and whatever?
Because that's the British way. I'm surprised that they don't show up dressed up as schoolboys and get spanked by nuns or something. You know, like the English
That
vice.
is, yeah, the British way.
I mean, I just want to be Ukraine in 2000 and whatever it was, where they go.
What with Hard Rock Hallelujah?
Yeah. It was like they're wearing these silver like things and they're wearing like disco balls in their hand and like la 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 la.
Oh no, that's not the one I'm thinking of.
I wanted to be Australia because here's the thing. I feel like Australia's like, hey, we know that we're on the other side of the world, but we've put a bunch of people on poles. Just enjoy it. And it was really good.
Yeah, it's because they have like one of the highest viewerships of the Eurovision, which I think explains Australia so much more than just like everything here can kill you. Is that they enjoy watching the Eurovision.
Yeah.
And people in Europe don't enjoy watching Eurovision.
I like watching Eurovision.
But like in an embarrassed
Yikes.
way.
Yeah, like I feel like before
I wouldn't watch it
Australia
by
had any
myself.
skin in the game, you know, they were like they could enjoy it more. Now they have to send someone over. It's like I bet their viewership
not
has
as fun
gone
anymore.
down. Like I bet you could just like click a button and watch, like, you know, if you're watching like the numbers, and when the Australian song comes on, the Australians stop watching. When the English song
They
comes
just
on, the
dip.
English stop watching. Swiftly moving on, I believe that one of our members today has beef.
I've got beef.
You got beef?
I've got all sorts of beef. I've got...
smell like beef.
Thank
you,
you.
Cameron.
Sorry.
So, I've got beef with the Adobe suite. That rhymed. That's great.
That didn't rhyme.
Yeah, it did. I've got beef with the Adobe suite.
That sweet and beef do not rhyme.
Yeah, it does.
It-
I got
Beef.
beef with Adobe Sweet.
Okay, I'm cutting into your bit. I got beef with you rhyming the word sweet and beef.
Sweet beef.
Can you
Sweet
just
beef.
can you call it Adobe Sweef?
Adobe suite?
I have beef with the Adobe queef.
Oh yeah. So I am currently looking for different providers in my content creating source because I hate the Adobe suite.
Oh my gosh.
Relationship ended with Adobe.
Best
now,
friends with GIMP now.
yeah, or
Oh
I don't
no.
know. Or
Sony
Odess.
Vegas.
Sony Vegas, because I am an animator, so I use Adobe Animate quite often. And Adobe Animate, if you're listening, the team, please add more brushes. I don't want to have clean brushes anymore. I want to have
Sarah.
messy brushes.
Sarah.
What if I want different brushes? I don't want to
Sarah.
just pick between 3 brushes.
Sarah, you know that these
TV
workstations Sarah, you know that
What?
these workstations are designed so that you can get like plugins and stuff?
Yeah, you can add your own thing. To even I know that, and I don't ever.
But I've
use it.
tried it and I can't find it. Can't find it.
Can't find it.
Well, then in which case, like, this sounds like user error. I thought the beef was going to be
Seraph-
more along the lines of like the
I have
Adobe
beef with Seraphina
company.
now.
Yes, and the Adobe company, and also it's hard
Okay,
to
but, like-
learn, so I'm annoyed at
okay.
it. So leave me. This is my beef. This isn't all your beef. Stop hijacking
no,
my
but Sarah,
beef. Stop hijacking my
Seraphi-
beef.
Seraphina finds buys a chopping board and then is upset when there's no food on it. It's like
No,
as
no,
as much
no,
as
no.
I love and respect you, Seraphina, I'm gonna have to cut in and say that your beef is misplaced with Adobe right now.
No.
Because what you're saying is that you are angry at the company for not pre-installing things that you can do yourself.
Yes. If I'm paying fucking nearly 20 quid a month for fucking software, I want everything already in it. I don't want to have to do extra work.
I do. Okay, no, here's the thing though. I agree with you, Seraphina. I have beef with monthly subscription things. I like one-time payments.
Yeah, but then they would charge you like 20 grand, right? Like,
no, but that's fine. I would rather pay that. I would rather pay that than pay like monthly and then be like, oh, because here's the thing: if I don't use something like at all in a month, and then it comes to the end of the month and I paid £20 to do nothing, then I feel awful. But if I pay like I don't know, like £600 up front, I just know it's like, oh, I don't feel like I have to make something with this program this month to feel value.
Yeah,
that's yeah. I feel like the problem with subscription fees as well is if you are suddenly tight on cash one month and you have to cancel it, you just completely lose access to the thing. Like we have entered a world where we don't really own anything anymore. Like there's no physical media anymore. You know, CDs aren't a thing, DVDs aren't a thing.
In this world, the only things that we really own anymore are our creations.
We're actually selling physical copies of Blank Block. What you do is you email us at bigtinmedia@gmail.com.
We'll send you a wax roll.
No. What it is it's a series of USB sticks. And every month we will, if you subscribe to our subscription service, we will send you one physical copy of Blank Block.
I've just realised the worst roommate would be one of the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, the worst. Like it would be like Mike. Is it Michelangelo? Who's the orange one who likes pizza?
Leonardo.
It would be Leonardo. Leonardo's the orange boy.
Do you know who would be a really bad roommate? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci, because he would keep drawing things on all of your notebooks. Would just have little drawings in the corners for weapons of mass destruction.
He'd leave me like notes, but like they'd be backwards because that's how Leonardo da Vinci wrote.
Could you imagine if you wrote everything backwards?
I need to start doing that. He keeps leaping out the window with like these like winged contraptions on.
We're going to do the modern day version of Leonardo da Vinci, which is we're going to release the podcast in reverse.
And people think it's satanic chants.
It probably is. Like, you know.
We're one podcast away, yeah.
We've got to try anyway, you know? Try and summon something, you know?
Yeah, we need all of the assistance we can get in this day and age.
Everybody listening at home, whatever you're doing, put the podcast down. Go into your kitchen and smear mayonnaise in a pentagram, and then sit butt naked in the middle and sing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles over and over again, and tell us if something happens. But backwards, learn it backwards.
Film it, post it on social media, hashtag it Blank Block,
and we might retweet it.
All right, I think that's all that we have time for today.
Hell yeah.
Black Lives Matter, and goodbye. Hello everyone, Ashleigh here, and thank you once again for listening to this episode of Blank Block. If you enjoyed the show, please let us know on our social media and rate and review us on iTunes and tell a friend. We are relying entirely on word of mouth to spread the show, and your support would mean the world to us. For more from Cameron, follow him on Twitter @TheLumpyBoy or on Instagram @CameronBloomer, spelt BLUMER. For more from Seraphina, follow her on Twitter @SacredCowsMedia or on Instagram @SacredCows. And you can find me on Twitter @TrashleighM. That's TrashLeighGhm, and on my own podcast, Tales from Pontus. Once again, huge thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Blank Block is a Big Tin Media production. Big Tin Media production. Big Tin Media production.